Hi, I'm Stacey J and this is my studio, and welcome to Sit Down Sundays with Stacey J in her studio. It is coming up to, that disappeared real fast.
Sorry, coming through. Where's Wally?
So this is Sit Down Sunday with Stacey. I'm just going to straighten this out because it's too my little brains in. So I've just been at Mum's and I have been making my dress for my client, and there's a job that needed to be done at Mum's, so I sort of had to have my eldest Alexander come and help us do that because I didn't want to help do it. I did it. I might stick some of the footage, and it'll only be footage because there was my son was doing a building apprenticeship, so language is relaxed on the work site. But we were in Mum's place and we said, let's just treat this like an old person's home because we don't swear in front of old people that we don't know. Anyway, so it's been a bit of a day. Got up this morning at 6:30 as I nudged Mr. Christopher and said, dude, we promised breakfast. We promised breakfast for Queenie and Steve, and they got up and got themselves ready, and Chris got down and he did the coffees because he's the coffee boy. And then I proceeded to make fried mushrooms, fried potatoes, bacon, toast, and then I got Mr. Christopher to poach some eggs because I didn't want to. Anyway, no, seriously, he does really good poached potatoes, poached eggs. Anyway, so they left and I started making the dress for my client, to which it took me my big girl panties to pull up and cut out her fabric. And I was speaking to Julie at the time via Messenger, saying it was her that said, put on your big girl britches, man. Suck it up, cut the fabric. So I did, and I was going my own way. Go your own way. Anyway, and I got to a point. Chris had put some cove up in the new bedroom downstairs, the renovating bedroom downstairs. Victoria was home, and Xander rang, and he said, or Alexander, but I call him Xander. Xander rang and said, hey, look, I'm ready. I've finished work. What can we do? This is Sunday. Sunday, people, Sunday. And I said, okay, look at my little cheekies. Anyway, he goes, I can be there in like half an hour, 45 minutes. I said, okay. So we took the trailer over and we found a saw to cut down something else, and there's just like a little bit of work we needed to do, and I wanted a big burly boy, and my boy wants to be a personal trainer, so he's big and strong. So he came over and helped us, which is really good because I love catching up with my big boy. It's just, he's just got a sense of humour like I have, and we laugh. I laughed a lot. I did tell him to stop swearing around the old people. He said to Mum, she said, I'll go and ask if you can park in her car park because she doesn't park there. And he goes, oh, is she single? We're talking a 19 and almost 20-year-old says that about a 92-year-old, 82-year-old. So Mum and I had a big giggle over that. Anyway, so that was today, and we sat down. I bought a bottle of bubbly and we cracked a bottle of bubbly. We had a bottle of bubbly, and then I helped with the glass, and then I sent them both home, got Victoria and Samuel and Alexander at their father's. So it's just Mr. Christopher and I tonight. So leftovers from last night's ribs. I don't think I'll eat meat again for a while because I think I got a little meat sweat going on because I had that at lunch. Considering I haven't eaten meat since, I say early January. Yeah. So it's been a bit of a hectic. Anyway, oh, by the way, balloon sleeve. So anyway, Queenie loves the balloon sleeve. So I've got her measurements so I can make her one. Mum likes it. She thought it was the fabric that we got together, but I got this fabric when we weren't together. So I'm trying to think of the fabric we got when we were together. I think there's about 3 or 4 that we got together. Anyway, what else is there I need to tell you about today? So yeah, so I'm at a point where I reckon the dress will be finished before lunchtime tomorrow. Then I'll cut out the second one of this make, and I will then trace out the frill-necked one from the Sewing Revival and make sure that the measurements under the arm match. That I'm not worried about the V at all, and I think it's a round neck at the back. I'll make sure that all matches. I'm concerned more because we did a full bust adjustment under the arms. I actually dropped under the arms by 5 mils, and which of course you take that back another centimetre for seam allowance. Oh no, it's only half a centimetre for seam allowance. That's dropping it down 1 centimetre, and as far as I'm concerned, she needed it. She didn't feel it at the time, but it was one piece of fabric. So, but I'm feeling good. I had to unpick something because I was a dick. And yeah. Oh, anyone that knows that Queenie was driving home, Queenie is home safe and sound with her nephew and her husband, obviously, because they were both driving. They're safe and sound and at home in Hamilton. So life goes on like a song. What else have I done today? What have I done this weekend? Yeah. Oh, that's tomorrow's. Tomorrow we talk about the make 9s. So I won't talk about it today. So yeah, so it's been a bit of a weekend. It's been a very fast weekend. Any weekend where Queenie's in my life, I as in like physically, totally enjoy it because it's always awesome. Took Queenie and Steve over to see Mum's house yesterday, and which is the first time Steve has seen it. It's the first time Queenie's seen it made up, which is really good. Mum still is missing the last box we kind of packed. Hang on, she blames me because I'm the one who said give it away and I want to put the scrappy box, and we both know, we both can see it all happening in front of us, and Mum can't find the box. And anyone in their right mind that might have stole the box is feeling really sorry for themselves right now. So we know that nobody stole it. We just cannot find it. And there's something in it that Dad built that goes into a bowl that takes all Mum's utensils. He's such a clever man. And he built this thing, which is really peeing me off as well because Mum can't find it. And the worst thing is too, is that I only took the wooden thing that sits inside the bowl and all the utensils. The poor bugger's got no utensils to cook in her fry pan. You know, the old, non-stick utensil things. She can't find it. So, yeah, it's a bit of a bugger. So what did Victoria come down? Victoria came down and spoke to me today. There's a time lapse where Mr. Christopher was, what was he doing? He was hydrate. There's a time when Mr. Christopher was sanding, and basically Victoria can't do anything in her room, in that new room, while he's sanding. And so she was sitting here talking to me about how much trouble would I be in if I couldn't remember what she was talking about? Talking to me about what they're going to do tomorrow at school. Now, tomorrow at school is probably the first day every level of school's going. And first 3 classes, they're going to be in uniform. And after that, they can be in mufti. And is mufti allowed to be a word now? Was that the word that wasn't allowed to be allowed? I don't know why mufti would be a word that's not allowed to be allowed. Anyway, so she was telling me, and she was like literally reading off the email I'd already read. I've read that. No, you haven't. La, 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 la. I was like, oh my. Oh, and Mr. Christopher put Cove up in the new room downstairs, which makes him super proud. And Victoria was like over the moon because they did the whole junction. Standby caller. Anyway, that phone call was my mum. And we talked about what happened today at Mum's. So today at Mum's, we went over there to get, when she purchased a place, I think I've mentioned that it wasn't under code, which means you can't really sell something under code because people won't insure it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, got it all sorted out. There was one part that was definitely not under code, and it was aluminium with glass. With glass, it was like a little, I want to say atrium. It's like you went out the back sliding door, the ranch slider, and there was like a little glass house that you actually sat. And today we just thought about it. God, it would have been stifling if we sat out there. Anyway, so that had to be removed, and she literally could not put it back up because it's illegal in the compounds of what her place was. So we got 2 of them brought home when we first moved Mum in there, and life has happened. Like anything that has compacted over the last 16 months has not allowed us to go and just freely flow and do something, because we're just like compacted with work and things and everything like that. Anyway, so I asked Alexander if he would be able to come by sometime this week, and he said, oh, I'm working every day this week except for Sunday. I'll come by Sunday. I said, okay, sweet, Sunday's good. Queenie says Sunday too, you'll be able to come catch up with her. Well, he then contacted me and said, look, I'm actually working Sunday. I can't help you until Sunday afternoon. Queenie left this morning. I said, good as wood, just let us know. Anyway, so he rocks up there, and it was so good to see him. It was really good. My son has my sense of humour. Absolute and utter nutter. And I think I've said this to one of my lovelies. I'm an utter nutter. I'm proud of being an utter nutter. That's a U-T-T-E-R-N-U-T-T-E-R. Utter and nutter. Anyway, so Utter Nutter was there with us, and he said, oh, look, I'm really grumpy, and I want to get this done and go home. I need to lay down. And I think it was his kind of way, because something's moved in his movement of space and time of what he is doing with his life, to which I'm proud of him for doing. But he thinks that I have judgment of what he's doing, which I don't. Anyway, big story. Long story. Sorry. Cut short. So anyway, he came over. It was really good. I just love my boy. He's just such a gorgeous boy. And man-child, 20 this year. When did that happen? 20 on the 10th of June. When did that happen? If someone can tell me that, when did that happen? Anyway, so we went over to Mum's, and he sort of rocked up, and we had a couple of things we wanted to do, but he got these glass things on, and I'm holding one on the back of the trailer with my heels on and holding it, and he's like, Mama, I got it, Mama, you just did it. And I said, no, I know, I've done this once already, and I'm holding it. And he slides up behind me with the second one, and he goes, go out, Mum. So I went out, and he goes, okay. I think he's protecting his mum, because he knows his mum is broken and old, and sort of left him with it, and I went back inside and I was drinking bubbles. Yes, I've had bubbles with Mum. Then they cut down the fence that was in front of Mum's house, and so it was funny to watch them. I did pay my son $10. I love Chris to death. I do. But his ability... I was brought up as a builder's daughter. There were certain things she did with certain things, and that's how you put them away. It's just what you did. And one of them is extension cords. And extension cords you pull out, you roll down, and you curl it to make sure it falls straight into a loop. Pull out, pull out, curl, make sure it's straight. So sometimes they twist and you have to curl it back in. I saw my dad and my son, and he's like, whoosh, whoosh, and I just went, oh my God, that's my dad. Because I worked with my dad for a bit, over a year. I worked with him, building houses with him, and he taught me a lot, actually. Not stupid when it comes to renos. So, and I just watched him, and I said to him, oh my God, that's Dad. That's something Dad would do. And this rush of, not emotions as such, but a rush of pride just through me, you know, like he took the time to do this. Whereas Chris just, Jack's sitting as you. And I'm like, what? like high-pitched, like Remy in Over the Hedge. Anyway, so I heard him say to Chris, you want to pay me, give me $10, I'll fix this up for you. And it was the extension cord. And I don't know what Chris said back. And I said, I'll give you $10. And he literally untied all the knots. Yes, knots and extension cords. Straightened out this whole thing. He pulled it and he made a double loop, which was really big. And I said, that's too big. So he started again. He made the one loop, which is what I'm used to. And I handed him $10. I was like, here you go. Yeah, that's just, yep, that's how you do it, mate. Not whatever Christopher was doing. That's what you do. Pride, there's a little pride thing going on with me, like, oh, anyway. So, that was fun. So it was good. So Mum now doesn't have a fence in front of her house, which is good. And we got rid of the glass windows, which were like, she had like this little oven area because these two glass things were like over the weeds. So that's been moved, so she can now move a bit more in the back paved area, her backyard. So she's got no lawn, which is like amaze balls, because she doesn't need to look after that. And it's all paved and everything. So there was like weeds growing up, so she's, you know, sprayed it, plucked it, got rid of it all. And there was like one area where these big glass doors were that she had to deal with. So it was, yeah. So that was today. It was really good. That was just here on the phone. It rang me to say that the neighbour across the road, Barbara, so like there's rules and regulations to this particular like housing area there, you know, like you cannot change the footprint of the house. What you do around the house is okay, but you cannot change the footprint of the house. Does anyone here watch Neighbours? Does anyone remember Mrs. Mangles, the old freaking nosy neighbour that like, and there's one I was like, you can't do that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, apparently there's one already, but nobody's on their side or on Mum's side. Let's get rid of that fence. That shit wasn't there when these things were built. That fence wasn't up, But at the end of the day, the footprint is the house, people. And the good thing with this is, and it's not my house. It's not my house. It's not my money. It's not my nothing. It's just my mum. But I'm in all of it. My name is on everything. Don't. What's the polite word for the word? Don't annoy me. I know the rules. Bring it on. No, seriously. So it was a great afternoon. Mum's happy with what's happened. The neighbours across the road just love the fact that the fence isn't there. We got the glass out of the way so that Mum can move with the backyard and do her stuff. Life is a dream, sweetheart, sweetheart. And downstairs, half the coving is up. Lots of the sanding is done. Mr. Christopher has just had a shower. We're probably about to jump into having jumping it. I'm trying to find, my watch has changed its mind. It doesn't do, I want to know the time. And it just doesn't do it when what's the point of my watch? It won't tell me the time. I've no idea what the time is. 6:17. 6:17. I have no idea what the time is. Anyway, so I'm going to go. I'm going to send this to you. This is my sit down Sunday chat with Stacey J in her studio. I've had a great weekend. I had Queenie here. Any weekend that Queenie is in front of my face is a good weekend. It's a good weekend. Great chats with Julie. Great chats with Karina. I have chats with Georgiana, who sent me the fabric. I have had great chats with my lovely, lovely, lovelies as well. So thank you for anyone that chats with me. I do need to go through my comments, and when Queenie's here, I kind of like ignore life. I ignore life and then party hard with her. But I will get in touch with everyone else that has made comments, and from here on in, I have got the dresses to make. I have a client that popped in yesterday morning. I'll do her pants, her jeans and that. Lovely girl, Marianne, her name is. And she told me that she worked on the camp, and she works with somebody that I know very, very well on a camp, so which is really adorable. I got talking about Dad, had a bit of a while. You know what the worst thing is that I don't cry very often. Definitely not before Dad passed away. And Marianne came in and we're just chatting away, and then she said, "Do you need a hug?" And I went, "You know what, I actually do." And I had like, what? Haven't cried for ages. So anyway, and then later on that afternoon, I met up with, at lunchtime I met Queenie come in, and I went like, "Oh my God, I've had a wawa today." And she's, "Oh." So it's been a bit of an emotional yesterday, and then always to see Queenie is fantastic. We play Cahoots with my daughter. Okay, funny story. I've got to tell the story. It's hilarious. So my daughter likes to play games, and not like mental games. She likes to play games, and the games are like either board games or card games or Cahoots. Now, Cahoots, Kahoots, is a game on the computer, and you can make your own up, or you can just pick like random, like general knowledge. Now, normally, like for Easter last year, when Lily was still living here, we used to do Easter hunts all the time throughout the house. But my children are grown-ass children now. They're like grown-ups. This year, they can vote. November, don't get me wrong, but they can vote. What? Anyway, so instead of doing this like massive Easter egg hunt, I did Cahoots, and I did sessions like I don't know how many there was. To be honest, I don't know how many I did. But you do like 20 questions. And whoever won the 20 questions got to go into, put their hand into the bowl of treats, and you got to pick one. Right? So, and then at the end of it, the person who won the overall got $20. The next person got $15. The next person got $10. So they had to work for it. But, and it was better than, I think it's better than just like, go get a whole heap of Easter eggs. So we're big on cahoots in this family. And we're sitting eating dinner, and Queenie goes to Victoria, oh, we should do a cahoots. And Victoria's eyes was just like, you know, like, anyway, really sorry if that broke anyone's glasses. It was not that high, I'm just joking. So Victoria off and went. Now, I don't know if it's because I love it, but maybe Victoria thinks that every human my age is, and older, because Queenie's older than me. You're older than me, Queenie. Suck it up, buttercup. Loves Friends. I'm an avid friend watcher. I'm not just an avid friend watcher. I watch it. I get to season 10, the end of season 10, and I start from season 1 again. Okay? I just roll it through. I do have my favourite and worst episodes. These episodes I'll sit through and go, anyway, the first one was about friends. And I kicked butt. The second one was general knowledge. Did I come second? I think I came second in that. But one of the questions, this had us all in stitches of laughter. The question was, who are the main characters in Romeo and Juliet? You got your answers? Well, all of us, except for Steve, put Romeo and Juliet. I actually don't know what he put, but he did not put Romeo and Juliet. And, well, oh my God. We couldn't stop laughing for like ages. And he laughed. He was laughing just as hard. It was funny. It was hilarious. But anyways, had a great time. We did Cahoots. If you guys have not tried Cahoots, give it a go. It's a fantastic family of thing. You see, you go into like the personal one. There's things where you have to pay for it or you don't pay for it. If you don't pay for it, now I'm not affiliated whatsoever with Cahoots. If you don't pay for it, you only get 4 answers to choose from, or true and false. There are other scenarios, but you have to pay for that. But oh my God, we just have so much fun. We just go, okay, Sunday night's going to be a Cahoots night, and we just, Samuel makes his questions, Victoria makes her questions, Chris does something stupid about stars and that up there that nobody cares about. So nobody gets anything right. And then I do mine. So fun, Chris's fruit, and then me. It's just like, yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you to it. I have probably prattled on for too long now. And between me and you, don't care. You're still watching. If you're still watching, you're still watching. That's all I got to say about that. Right? Am I right or am I right? So I'm going to go up and I'm going to have some dinner. It is... Okay, now it's 6:54. I don't think it was 6:17 before. I got to fix my watch. It's not telling me the time. It's stupid. Stupid as stupid does. Move you go. So anyway, please stay safe, well, dry, warm. Keep cool. Keep on sewing. And this is like a glass of ice. Hydrate. And what's the last one? No regrets. No regrets. Okay? No regrets. So I'll pop this on. I might send a photo or a video of them soaring down the fence at Mum's place. It was a little bit funny. There were moments that my son just had me cracking up laughing. Mum had no idea because he was showing me stuff that I said, don't show you, Nana. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching Saturday, Sunday. A Sunday sit down with Stacey J or sit down Sunday with Stacey J. One of those ways. But Monday, tomorrow should be me talking about my Monday makes, my make 9s for 2024. I think I have something to tell you. I think I do. Okay, take care. Thanks for watching me. Bye.